When we started making Woodlawn, I really started researching the Jesus movement in the 70s, and I did an interview with Mike Huckabee that profoundly moved me, really changed my life. And it became one of the most important scenes in the movie, kind of the heart of the movie. And Sean Astin delivers this speech that's much of what Mike Huckabee said in his interview. I was just that moved by it. So here's the scene and some of what Mike Huckabee said.
You look at this. I mean, take a look around. Can you believe it? This is what happens when God shows up. Now, a couple years back, I went to this thing called the Explo 72. I joined 100,000 other people, just like us.
Maybe the most powerful moment I had during the week of Explo 72 was on the Friday night. And on that Friday night, Billy Graham was the preacher. And as we came into the Cotton Bowl that night, they gave everybody a candle. And the message Billy Graham preached was on how one person can make a difference. And he talked about letting your light shine.
There in the big Cotton Bowl, they shut off the lights.
All the lights in the Cotton Bowl were turned off, and his candle was lit on the platform. I was so far away, I mean, it's like in the nosebleed section, but in the pitch darkness of the Cotton Bowl, when that little candle was lit, it penetrated the darkness all the way to the seat where I was. And then he took his candle, he lit Bill Bright's candle, now there were two. They lit 2 candles, they became 4. Then they lit those candles off others, the 4 became 8, then 16, 32, 64, and within a matter of just minutes, the entire Cotton Bowl was illuminated with 100,000 people holding candles.
People in Dallas started calling the fire department and the police department, saying the Cotton Bowl's on fire.
The Cotton Bowl is on fire.
You know what? They were right.
It was, but in a way they couldn't have even begun to have understood. I saw myself as a person who mattered. I mean, in a way I'd never seen that before. I get emotional because, you know, you feel like you're so insignificant that you don't matter. You're just one little bitty kid in a little bitty insignificant town that nobody's ever heard of. Nobody cares who you are.
And I realized that my life is not insignificant. My life matters.
When I saw that candle, that one little candle, penetrate the darkness, it was as if God was saying, even a little bit of light in the midst of darkness makes a big difference.
We're not gathered here united tonight because of the name of our teams or of our schools, but because of the name above all names, Jesus. Look around you. We're not alone. This is what happens when God shows up.
And it hit me that, you know, I don't have to have the brightest light. I just have to take it where things are dark, and it'll shine.